Hello, my name is Slávka Baróniková, and on behalf of the Open Pharma Plain Language Summaries and Discoverability Working Group, I would like to present some insights on publishers' perspective on plain language summaries we gained through an Open Pharma survey. What are plain language summaries, or PLSs for short? In our Open Pharma Plain Language Summaries recommendations paper, we defined PLSs as a concise text-based summaries of scientific publications that are written in jargon-free, non-technical language and are intended for a broad, non-expert audience. We also recommended that plain language summaries are peer-reviewed alongside the main content and free to read after the manuscript is published. Why are plain language summaries important? They help to improve inclusion, accessibility, diversity, and equity in healthcare communications. Development of PLSs often involves diverse stakeholders, including people usually underrepresented in medical publishing. By making health information easy to understand and accessible to people with different backgrounds, health literacy and accessibility needs, plain language summaries help to bridge information gaps and enable shared decision-making. Plain language summaries are also likely to diversify leadership and authorship of scientific medical publications. In late 2022 and early 2023, Open Pharma carried out a survey to better understand the plain language summary policy landscape across publishers. We wanted to engage with journal editors and publishers to talk about article-associated plain language summaries and to encourage medical researchers and publishers to make PLSs a part of the manuscript. The survey consisted of 16 questions on the use of plain language summaries and was shared with publishers via email. It was also shared at 3 international conferences. We collected 29 responses to our survey, with 22 responders providing answers about unique publishers or publishing imprints. These including 18 responses about an individual journal and 4 responses about 2 individual journals. The remaining 7 responses provided answers about a publisher portfolio as a whole. Overall, the responders provided answers about 26 individual journals. Out of these, 7 offered options for plain language summaries, while 19 did not. Additionally, 4 out of 7 publisher portfolios offered plain language summary options, while 2 did not and 1 was unsure. We learned that most publishers who offer plain language summary options believe that PLSs enable them to reach non-specialist audiences. Publishing professionals are not always aware of their publishers' plain language summary policies and practices. Despite the benefits of PLSs in helping non-specialist readers understand research, most journals do not offer plain language summaries as an option for authors, and uncertainty about correct usage of plain language summaries specific meta tag on PubMed may contribute to incorrect indexing and poor visibility and discoverability of plain language summaries. We showed on the previous slide that 19 out of 26 individual journals did not offer plain language summaries. What are the most common reasons for this? 32% of responders referred to a lack of readership demand for plain language summaries, while 26% mentioned irrelevance to journal content, another 26% referred to a lack of authors' demand, and finally, 16% of responders state a lack of internal resources. 7 journals that participated in the survey do offer plain language summaries. Based on their feedback, the most common format is text-based format in the style of an abstract, followed by a single or multi-page infographic or a video. The PLS, according to the majority of responses, is played directly after the scientific abstract. However, journals also include them in supplementary material or embed them in a text box within an article. According to the publishers surveyed, the most common target audiences for plain language summaries are patients, their organizations, and advocacy groups. This is closely followed by healthcare or research professionals. In terms of the impact of PLSs, 6 out of 7 journals offering plain language summaries think that including PLS increases or diversifies readership, while the remaining 1 journals is unsure. There are some important issues related to meta tagging of plain language summaries when submitting manuscripts information on PubMed. According to the survey results, this practice remains inconsistent. Out of 7 journals offering PLSs, 1 does meta-tag plain language summaries when submitting information to PubMed. However, 3 do not, and another 3 are either unsure or probably do not. Finally, the results show that plain language summaries are not always expected to be peer-reviewed alongside the manuscript. To conclude, despite the benefits of plain language summaries in reaching non-specialist audiences, most journals do not offer plain language summaries as an option, and there is variation in how different journals review, publish, and tag plain language summaries. We would like to thank the Open Pharma Plain Language and Discoverability Working Group and Oxford PharmaGenesis colleagues for making this survey and this presentation happen. You can scan these QR codes to learn more about Open Pharma's plain language summary recommendations.